Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another red day. Today we're going to fill out my template and we're going to track all of the trades that I made today in terms of selling options. If you're new to the channel, I've been documenting me trying to sell some options for some extra income. And if that sounds cool, please consider subscribing. That way you don't miss any videos in the future. And I have this template in the spreadsheet that I've been using for some time now, actually since December of last year. I revamped this spreadsheet, or it would have gone back farther. This is version 1, I called it. The first version of this was pretty mediocre, and I made it look more useful. So that's what we're using since December. If you're interested in checking this out for yourself, I'll have it linked down below. You can purchase the template and help out the channel. I do appreciate it. But I thought we could go through some of the trades I made today and fill out the spreadsheet together. So because it's a new month, I'm going to go to the template sheet and we're just going to duplicate it. And instead of naming this copy of template, we're going to rename it to March of 2025. And now we can start filling it out. And so the first trade I ended up making this morning was selling 2 calls on SoFi stock. So both of these calls I sold for $24 a piece. So there were 2, so the total is $48 in premium. The expiration for these calls is on 3/28 and the strike price is $17. I ended up selling these before SoFi dipped majorly today, so I'm kind of glad that I did. The type is call, assigned we don't know yet, and the date sold will be today. The next thing I did is I rolled a SoFi put. This was a $15.50 put that was expiring this Friday. I rolled that because I don't see this going out of the money by Friday. And I originally sold this in February, so we're going to close the February one. And just to make it more useful, and just to make it easier to find, we're going to filter by SoFi. And it's this $15.50 put right here. No, it didn't become assigned because we're going to roll it. And if we go back to March, the new one, the net credit, so after buying to close the original put and selling to open this new one, I was credited $18. And the new one expires on 4/11. And the strike price, I lowered it from $15.50 to $15. The type being a put, and also sold today. I also sold a Robinhood put before it went down even more dramatically, so I made $71 in premium for that. This one expires this Friday. The strike price is $46, and it's a put sold today. So that's a brief look into how I use the spreadsheet to track all of the options I sell. If we look at my portfolio, very sad, we're below 90K. If you remember, I think the peak was 112,000. So we've gone down 15 grand in the past 3 months, even more than that from our all-time high. What's crazy is SoFi just keeps dropping, and I keep trying to acquire more shares, maybe in groups of 10 or so at a time. Even though I do have some outstanding puts that I sold on SoFi, it's just so tempting. And same with Robinhood. That's why I sold another put on Robinhood, because it's down below all the gains that it made post earnings, or they took in $1 billion in revenue. And so things are just going crazy. I ended up selling all of the S&P 500 in this portfolio just so I could have some cash, because I do foresee some of these puts being assigned if I don't continue to roll. And some of them I'm okay with being assigned, like the SoFi, the Robinhood. Everything else I'll probably just roll out. But it's unfortunate because every time I sell a put, it just seems like it just finds a new low. And that's where, puts on stocks that you actually don't mind holding. This is a great example of why you're going to do that. Because you never know when a time like this is going to occur where everything just goes down, down, and down, and you're going to be in the money for those puts that you sell. Something else I did today, which has really been the old reliable, is continuing to sell calls on the SPY. I sold a call for tomorrow at a strike price of $595 this morning, and this netted me $54 in premium, and this is a covered call. And then later today, I actually end up rolling that call, making another $71 in premium, so the new expiration was just a day out more, and this was actually at a higher strike price. If we look at the SPY, it's currently sitting at $5.84, which is pretty far out of the money, over $10. So I'm glad that I definitely rolled this one. It should be $5.96, not $5.95. I'm glad I rolled this one up and out because I did it before it dropped dramatically today. And I know it's just one day of trading. We don't know what's going to happen with these options, but in premium, so far this month, in this one day, $262 selling options. Now, I know that doesn't amount to much when my portfolio is down, but just know that the portfolio being down is unrealized. It's not like I sold that at a loss today. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you found this video interesting. You got to see how I track my trades, and I hope to see you in a future video.